Breaking good news, Sonic fans, because wow, this is actually a massive W for not only Sega and Sonic Team, but for us Sonic fans as well. They have announced on the official Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter that they've heard the complaints. And now you might be wondering, what complaints are there? Well, it was announced that on September 9th, before the release of Sonic X Shadow Generations in October, they were going to completely shut down the older versions of Sonic Generations, meaning that you would not be able to play or buy the older versions at all. And this obviously is pretty bad for video game preservation. This has just been a common occurrence in the video game industry for a while now, where companies are just taking away things that were once, beloved, and the consumers basically are at the whims of the companies, and if they pay for something, it just goes away. So there were concerns with that, and also concerns with the modding and the multiple mods for Sonic Generations. For those of you unaware, the older versions of Sonic Generations, or the current versions I should say, because the new Sonic Generations hasn't come out yet, allowed you to mod, and some of the mods are absolutely insane and amazing. One thing I'll always give credit to for Sonic Team, Sega, the whole crew of people, is that they are very supportive of fan-made games as long as the people are not actually selling the IP. So you have big mods such as Project 06, right? Sonic Project 06, which basically remade Sonic 06 to be playable. Like, they are in full support of projects like that, as long as the person creating it and developing it isn't selling or distributing the IP as like a license. So they've been very, very good with that. But this news was really, really bad. People were really upset that this was happening. Well, the official Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter did announce that they're kind of going back on this. They said they've heard the fans, they've heard everyone's concerns, and now you can play the older versions of Sonic Generations on like Sonic title bundles and stuff like that. They're going to keep the downloadable content for those who have already purchased the game. So if you've already paid for the game, you will still be able to play it and still be able to play the mods. The mods will not be discontinued, or they won't like erase everything from existence. I cannot emphasize enough, this is a massive win for gamers and for Sega. It's a good look to listen to the fans, take their feedback, and don't just talk down to them. I think a lot of other video game companies need to take a lesson from Sega's book, but I still think there's much improvement for video game preservation. So what do you guys think about this news? Let me know down in the comments. This is a Sonic only channel if you're new here, so welcome. I'm OCDsaster. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all things Sonic related. I'm currently releasing news on the Sonic Movie 3 and Sonic X Shadow Generations as updates come out, so it's kind of scattered in between. Whenever something breaks, whenever there's something interesting, I will talk about it. Lately, the Sonic the Hedgehog YouTube channel has been releasing soundtracks and remixes for some of the stages for Shadow's part of Sonic X Shadow Generations. I haven't really covered that because of obvious copyright reasons, but once they actually release some more like game content, I'll be sure to let you guys know more about that. And then, as you all know, we're just anxiously awaiting the trailer for Sonic Movie 3 or Sonic Movie 3 news at all. Transformers 1 is kind of taking up Paramount's like entire marketing, so I think they're waiting for that movie to hit theaters in September before they start rolling ahead with Sonic Movie 3 stuff. So in the interim, I am doing a Era or Year of Shadow kind of marathon of Let's Plays that I'm going to be doing on this channel, where I play all the games that I own that includes Shadow as a playable character. So that's going to be Sonic Forces, Sonic Heroes, and Sonic Adventure 2. If I get enough views and a lot of people like these Let's Plays, I will go ahead and try to invest and get Shadow the Hedgehog and maybe even play some Project 06. I've mentioned in previous videos how everything works on my channel, but for these, I'm only going to put the first episode of each game in everyone's sub boxes. So if you're subscribed, you'll see those first episodes. But from there, you're going to have to come back to the channel periodically to see the follow-up episodes to that, because I don't want to spam people's sub boxes if they're only subscribed to the channel to see the Sonic movie news and the Sonic X Shadow Generations news. With that being said, I'm OCDsaster, and I hope you have a super Sonic rest of your day. See ya.